Yeah guys, so let's start with our chart review for the week. So the first stock is Spring. I think Spring has very high volume over here, but you need to take note that Spring hasn't really been having much volume previously lah. Okay, there's a sudden surge in volume, so I don't have much to comment on Spring. I think you need to see whether there's any follow through or not lah for Spring. Okay, if there's no follow through, then most probably it will just be another incident like before lah. Okay, just up and then it goes down. Okay, but at the moment you need to give some time for the stock. MYEG I will skip because I think it's totally sideways, nothing much to see for MYEG. Volume also isn't there lah, basically there's nothing, so we skip. Unique, I think it's it's kind of like a continuation pattern. I think the resistance is quite obvious at 0.34 over here, while I assume the new support will be somewhere about here lah. Okay, because already tested a few times. This is the highest volume going up, and subsequent volumes has been quite reducing even though the stock price seems to be going up, so that's something to take note of and be careful lah. Okay, Natgate, I think most likely form bottom. It's almost a double bottom. This most likely is kind of a shakeout, and has continued rallying higher ever since. So I assume the new support will be at this 1.38 level, which so happens to be a previous resistance level. So most likely it's a resistance turn support kind of thing, and then it has rallied higher lah over here. So Natgate is looking good lah. Okay, the support will be at 1.38. Most likely the next resistance will be somewhere around here, this zone lah. Okay, 1.5 to 1.52 area. Next SRIDGE, nothing much to comment on this stock because this is something like WIDAT lah, WIDAT or YNH-prop. I think it can go up or down according to whenever it wants lah. Okay, so I will skip on this. Same goes with SCIB. I will also skip because I know that it's going higher and higher, but it's quite stationary, the volume. Okay, it's quite about there, and it can just wash you out quite easily lah, like here. Okay, so it's kind of how long the trend goes will be decided lah by the operator itself. Okay, next is IMPIANA. Not bad, but the volume isn't really there lah. Okay, this high volume is quite scary already. Then if you observe, the higher volumes are not really encouraging. It's not really like a higher volume of green candle also. So yeah, IMPIANA I think need to be a bit careful of lah. Okay, but it's kind of near a resistance area. Masteel seems to have some volume coming in. Moving averages are actually turning intact. And the resistance is at about 345 lah. Okay, so if it's able to break out from 345, I think it's going to be able to move higher lah. Okay, need some time to prove itself lah since the previous rally. Okay, SCGBHD, I think SCGBHD is still downtrend generally. I don't think it's moving up anytime soon. Even the bottom form at 0.305 and 0.31 looks quite solid lah. Okay, but the candles after that doesn't seem to be that encouraging. So until it breaks this downtrend, I think you just need to give some time lah. Okay, EWINT broke out from the downtrend channel, but doesn't seem to be doing well. I think after the quarter report came out, the stock doesn't seem to be doing that well lah. Okay, so I think you need to give it some time to see which direction it wants to go lah. Of course, it's a bit better in the sense that it's already kind of not in the downtrend channel, but doesn't seem to have formed an uptrend for now. Okay. Public bank, generally most bank stocks are doing quite well lah. I saw Maybank also not bad, CIMB also not bad. Public bank is this chart review request. Generally bank stocks are actually not that bad lah. Okay, I'm not so sure it's attributed by the economical factors or what, but they are not bad. I think Allianz is also doing quite well in terms of chart. So your resistance is definitely about here, 4.29. Okay, and it seems to be able to break and then it comes back down now. So from this candle and also this candle, you can obviously see that there's some form of resistance above 4.29. That means between 4.29 to about 4.32 lah. There's some level of resistance, and of course you will need to break first lah. Pbbank has been kind of in a sideways trend for quite some time already. Okay, so until and unless it breaks, then you will see a continuation of sideways lah. Okay. Reneuco, I think this stock is quite hot recently because there's some volume coming back in. Reneuco's previous name is also Kumpulan Power Net lah, okay, which got washed down badly. I think it was a darling stock during COVID era. 3 ringgit maybe? Yeah, about 2.9 something. Now it's about what, 20 cents? So you need to know the risk and reward ratio lah, huh? So of course, if you look at the chart wise, the buying volume seems pretty encouraging. Okay, buying volume has been quite good, and then nullified by a red candle over here. It's kind of a bullish engulfing lah. Okay, but the good thing is it's forming a higher low over here. So you can see that this low is 0.175, and then the next low is at about 0.205 lah. Okay, and then it's coming with high volume going higher after the base. Okay, so Reneuco generally looks quite good, forming higher low, and next will be to form a higher high lah. Okay, YTL and YTLPOWR are generally moving uptrend together because of the news with Nvidia. Okay, so the past week movement is generally stimulated by news. I'm not so sure whether it's sustainable or not. You will need to give some time to the stock to see lah whether it's actually sustainable or not. Okay. Of course, if it rallies, then there's almost no stopping it lah, because it's already almost the all-time high, I think. Let's see. Yeah, it's already almost all-time high. It's at 1.91. All-time high is about 2.04 lah. Okay. So quite clear blue skies lah if it continues rallying. Okay, SDS looks good. Seems to be forming a higher low as well, higher low and higher high. So it seems to be kind of in this channel lah over here. Okay, seems to be within this channel lah. Okay, and it seems to be moving uptrend lah. So SDS looks pretty good lah. Okay. It has definitely met the resistance here, 0.735, and I think it will form some pullback before it attempts to challenge the resistance again. PRTASCO, I will skip this stock. I don't think there's anything to review. Just a high 1-day high volume. I think you need to see what happens next week. Okay, so we skip. EG, EG is generally good. I think I had it inside my case study for quite a few weeks already. This is the downtrend channel, broke out, you know, finally broke out and then stayed above, and then volume has been pretty low. Then this big green candle appeared, which is quite strong lah. Then it came back down to about here to form a new support level 1.54. Generally, I think EG is turning the trend from downtrend, then sideways, and then now is attempting to go uptrend lah. Looks quite bullish for me. Of course, your resistance will be quite about around this area, 1.67 to 1.7, and your possible support, because I mean the resistance support will be about 1.53 lah. REDTONE. I don't think REDTONE is out of the woods yet. I think this sell down was quite intense. Okay, the quarter report sell down was quite horrible. Okay, I think you need to give REDTONE some time to see where it goes, or it just wants to continue sideways. Okay. I will skip this stock, BioAlpha Holdings. I don't think there's anything to review. It looks more like a pump and dump to me. Okay, so we skip. SALCON, touch 50 days moving average is quite obvious, but whether a rebound or not, I'm not sure. Okay, volume is quite encouraging over at this side. Then quarter report came out. I don't think volume is that nice anymore. If we look at the past, something similar happens lah. Okay, so I don't have much to comment for SALCON. I'll consider it as a skip lah. MYCRON, I will skip this also. There's a high volume here, but look at the volume for the past, let's see, almost 6 months. or 3 months. High volume here, no movement, then come back down some more, then high volume again. So I'll skip lah MYCRON. Pharma, I think the quarter report here wasn't good, albeit I think it was due to a write-off or something. So I believe the sell down is a bit overdone lah. Okay, high volume over here, closing the support and going higher, then reach the resistance of about 445, which is resistance previously here as well, and then came back down to about this. Let me just measure this, 0.035. Yeah, it's about half lah. Okay, a bit uncertain. You will need to see what happens next week lah, to the stock. But Pharma generally is downtrending lah. Okay, unless this candle is able to hold, then you may be able to turn uptrend. Okay. Dpharma. Actually, I think it looks quite good. I think I reviewed this before. If you look at it in this way, it's kind of something like this lah. Okay, from like this. It generally looks quite good lah. Okay, so it actually break out from here, about 1.24, with quite high volume. So I believe this volume should be quite real, and there should be some form of continuation next week lah. There should be lah. I don't know. This is just chart prediction. So Dpharma's chart generally looks quite good. Your resistance is definitely about here, 1.28, which is where it closed, and your next resistance will be about here lah, 1.35. Okay. SUNVIEW, solar company. Generally, I don't think SUNVIEW is good. I think the only good counter at the moment is SolarVest lah, based on what I saw while I was filtering the stocks. SUNVIEW is still downtrend lah. Okay, and actually, if you pull the channel a bit bigger to like this, you will see it's quite within the downtrend channel lah. Okay, nothing encouraging lah for SUNVIEW at the moment. MYEG, hovering around the same zone. So actually, if you pull, so if you pull this into a box, you will get something like this lah. Okay, there is some form of heavy resistance between 835 to 85, and of course you will need to break it lah if you want to continue going higher. So it's kind of trading within this box. It looks something like Penta. Okay, if you look at Penta was also previously, where's my box? Penta was also previously in this huge box lah. Okay, so unless it breaks this box, I don't think it will hit anywhere lah. Okay, it's kind of sideways for quite some time already. DSONIC is quite clear downtrend lah. Don't have much to comment. High volume over here, then continue going down. So I'll just skip DSONIC lah. I don't think there's anything. Comfort. If personally, I think the second liners are not as strong as the first liners lah. Okay, first liners revenue and stuff are actually much better. So I don't think it's a better choice compared to the first liners lah. Okay, but generally, if you look at it, your support will be here. No, I think a better support will be 4.3 lah. This looks more like a washout candle. Okay, and your resistance will be about 495, which is broke, but it couldn't break higher lah. Okay, so that is comfort support resistance. LEFORM is kind of like SCIB. You can continue going higher, and you need to remember LEFORM is IPO stock, so it can become something like a wealth lah. Okay, it can do something like this. How high it goes is it depends on the stock operator lah, because basically there's no resistance to a stock that just IPO'd. So it's depending on what value the company has lah for LEFORM. Okay. MINETEC, I will skip. I don't think there's anything to review. It's literally just volume coming in, and I don't know when the volume will diminish lah. Okay, so I will skip. MITRA, something similar as well, but it's there has been volume up and down through along the way lah, but it's just sideways. I don't think there's any movement in MITRA. Okay, I will skip this as well. MNG, I think it has already started downtrend lah. Okay, I need to be a bit cautious. I think this will be considered as yeah. It's going down. This is a lower high like this, and then goes down until like this. This is a lower low. If it cannot break through here and continues going down, or if it's not able to break out from this level 25, then it's already lower low and lower high lah. Okay, so nothing much to see. JETSON, the support is quite obvious about here, 0.245. Whether it wants to rebound or not is up to the market operator. I don't know. But JETSON broke out quite well from 0.22 zone and then continued moving higher, then consolidated here. So currently you will need to see whether this level of 0.245 can hold or not. Okay, because it's quite obvious a support, and if it's not able to hold, then you'll continue going lower lah. Okay, for me the shape is something like this lah. Okay, it's like this failed, then you have a base over here and it attempts to rally. So maybe this is like a cup and handle. Okay, so if it's able to actually have this 245 as a support and then it comes back up to rally, then you may see a cup and handle formation happening lah. Okay, if it does happen, then actually this cup is quite good lah. Generally I feel it's quite nice, this cup. The volume has been quite dry on many days lah. Okay, I will skip SCABLE. I think okay, I know there's a high volume, but there hasn't been any volume all along the way lah. Okay, so I will skip SCABLE. AEMULUS downtrend quite bad lah. I think AEMULUS price is much better. Yeah, see, 1 ringgit plus, now it's 30 cents. So quarter report also lost lah. I don't think it's good lah for now. Okay, many tech stocks actually went up, I think in tandem with Nasdaq lah. For me, I think AEMULUS is still downtrend. It may have found bottom, that's for sure. This looks more like a bullish engulfing candle, which is valid, coming in at a downtrend. But whether it can sustain or not, I'm not sure. Okay, CEB, still downtrend. Still downtrend and actually form a new 52-week low. Doesn't look good lah in my opinion. Okay, gap up also close gap and continue going back down already. So I feel it doesn't look good lah. RL, I don't know how long will it take to actually accomplish this inverted head and shoulders, if it actually even wants to accomplish it. Okay, high volume coming in, but there's no movement now. It's still sideways only, so nothing much to comment about here, around here. Not to say skip, but just nothing much to comment now. It's just sideways. Okay, SIMEPROP property, I think it doesn't look that good. Coming down, you can see it's quite obvious bad lah. Okay, all the red candles over here and diving, so chart wise doesn't look good. SIMEPROP looks much better than SIMEPROP. I don't know whether someone requested, but somehow it's inside here, so I'll just review it lah. It looks quite good lah, to be honest. Okay, still going uptrend. I think SIMEPROP is I don't know what it includes. This one got UMW included. I don't know which sector is this for SIMEPROP, because SIMEPROP has quite a number of I mean, they diversify their business quite a lot lah. Okay, so property one not doing well, but SIMEPROP, this chart looks quite nice lah. It's quite uptrend. The area of bull and bear will be here. Okay, so this will decide. You need to see this area, it will go up or down lah. Okay, but just be cautious. The highest volume was here last on a gap up from earnings report, and the next highest volume is here lah. Okay, quite similar. IGM, same as SIMEPROP. I think this is the area of bull and bear fighting. So this area will determine whether it breaks out or break down. If it's able to break out, most likely it will continue higher lah. You look at Penta's chart, then you will know it will be quite similar. If it breaks down, then it won't look good lah. Okay. YTLPOWR, I have nothing much to say, because like I say for YTL, it's news stimulated due to the news of collaboration with NVIDIA. Other than that, I don't think there's anything much to see first lah. Okay, chart wise, I think there really is some resistance lah already over here. Okay, MN holding, actually look not bad. It's kind of in an uptrend and consolidation now. Volume is not very dry, something to be wary of. Okay, volume is not very dry, but it's not bad lah. Okay, it may need to continue consolidating until the volume really dries up, until like how what happened on Friday. The volume is way below the 10 days average volume, okay, before it can actually attempt to continue going higher. Okay, SCGBHD, I think review many times already. It's just sideways lah. Honestly, there's nothing much to review here. It's just within here. You don't see the stock moving higher or lower. It's just, you know, left to right. Nothing much. So you just need to wait and see lah which direction the stock wants to go. Okay. Next is KPJ. KPJ is actually doing well. If you look at the stock, it's a slow and steady stock lah. Okay, and recently I think the rally is also quite good. From 1.21 until here, it's already about 18-19% lah. Okay. Generally, KPJ is on an uptrend and I think it's quite good. All moving averages are intact for an uptrend lah. Okay, so yeah, that's for KPJ. I don't think there's any near-term resistance as well. Yeah, there isn't any near-term resistance. Okay. And lastly, PECCA. After this breakout, PECCA looks quite solid, but you need to take note that PECCA is not a stock that every day goes up one. Okay, look at here, breakout already, then it consolidates again, then breakout, come back down, and then consolidate a long time, break down, then break up back. Here consolidate again, then break out. So it's kind of a stock that consolidates them for quite like, you know, 1 month or so, then break out, then consolidate again, then break out, consolidate again, then break out lah. Okay. So that's what you need to take note of for PECCA, but generally the trend looks quite good lah. Okay, it's still moving higher. Okay, so that will be all for the chart reviews this week. Before I end, of course, a disclaimer. This video is entirely for educational purpose only. Stocks involved are not considered a buy or sell call and should never be considered as a buy or sell call. If you require any financial advice, please look for your licensed remiser or your licensed financial advisor lah. This entire video is not a buy or sell call. It's just an educational video. Done. Okay, so with that will be all, and see you all next week. Okay, thank you, bye bye.
If you liked this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos.